Alright guys, welcome to a new video. In today's video we're going to be remodeling the bathroom. It's going to be a little bit of a vlog style. It's going to be how I shoot some of my videos now on the channel. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Leave a vote up in here in the corner at the end of the video if you like the style of the video. I can change it up, but I really want to cater to you guys, as well as kind of use some of my creativity for my videos. So today I'm all alone in the garage and I'm going to be working on the bathroom. So let's go ahead and take a look at what the bathroom looks like now. So here's the outside walls. I feel like the owners before me made this installment. I could be wrong, but just looking at it, it's a little nicked up in some places. See, it's inside's like a gray color. This is like a really nasty yellow bulb, so I'm gonna need to replace that with a like an LED. But there's no toilet roll holder. There's a mirror. There's probably something that went there, maybe a paper towel holder or something. A soap dispenser. It's a nasty ass sink, so that needs to get cleaned. I'm going to be painting the inside and the outside, and I'm going to be adding some more like posters and a calendar and all that cool stuff on the outside and the inside to kind of dress it up a little bit. But pretty much first thing I need to do to prepare the walls for painting is take off all the posters, back everything away, and kind of start masking off a little bit around there. I don't know exactly if I brought my masking tape, so I might just have to kind of steer clear of all the conduit. So let's go ahead and start by kind of clearing out all the space around it so I have a nice place to paint. So there are a bunch of little pinholes and dents in the wall right now, so I'm going to use some of this patching plaster. I feel like this should work pretty well. And then how I'm going to apply that is with one of these. I call this a scraper. You guys may have a different name for it, but it's pretty simple. You open it up, mix it around, and then you just press it on, just like that. So I'm gonna let this dry, this first coat dry. I might add another coat on top of this because there's still a little bit of depth on it, and this is a little bit liquidy. It feels a little bit more solid. It'd be a lot easier to work with. I could lower it up a lot faster. But there are a whole bunch of holes on here, and I kind of want to clean those up. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get to work and start filling up these holes and these divots and all these imperfections in the wall, so I can make it the smoothest wall possible. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get to work and let you guys just watch it from somewhere over there in the garage. But it'll be time lapse, so with the blink of an eye, it'll all be done. You guys won't have to watch me do this for 45 minutes. Last time you guys were in the shop, I was working on this. This looks really disgusting, but I'm filling in a lot of the imperfections in this like plywood with plaster. And trying to clean up this bathroom. So the inside also need a little bit of work right there, but yeah, so there'll be a more in-depth video on the bathroom renovation, so keep a lookout for that if you're interested in that. But today we're jumping into this, the RM-60 from Rugged Radios. Had this for almost a year now and I haven't installed it, sorry guys, but I have an RM-60 60 watt radio with a antenna also from Rugged Radios. All the cables and mounting brackets I'll need. So it should be a quick install. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So let's go ahead and jump into an unboxing. We have the radio here. You guys can look up the stats on this thing online. Power cable, this should give us a lot of length to run it to our fuse box, but I think I'm just gonna run this one straight to the battery. Mounting bracket, we're gonna utilize this, as well as a radio. So it's gonna be super simple. I'm just gonna find a place to mount the radio. I have an idea on where to put it. I think I'm gonna put it on the right or left side of the console. I'm thinking the driver's side of the console, since it's a little bit shorter than my Cobra 29LX. This one will fit on the passenger side, since this one's a lot longer than this radio. As you can see, this one, the size difference between the Cobra 29 and the RM-60. This will be in a different video. I'm still waiting on 2 parts to come in the mail for this install. So without further ado, let's go ahead and head inside and figure out a place to mount this radio. I I have it self-tapped in place. These are screws that already came in the kit, and the radio is going to sit in here. So I'm going to go ahead and take these set screws for the side of the radio and go ahead and put them in. I was going to put the radio originally on the side right here, closest on this side of the console, but the way I was resting my leg when I drive would be up against here, and if I'm using this for a long time, I don't want it to get hot and burn myself. Go ahead and put it all back together now, since all we have to do is wire it now. Alright, so here it is. Nice driving position here. And it's just tucked right under there. So it's actually quite nice. When I'm driving, I don't really have to look at this, but I can look at it straight through here if I need to, which is quite nice. It has a little bit of play in it, so I think will go away if I add another screw up top. It's only on one small tab back there. I don't know if you guys can see. It's only on one tab, so I think I'll have to secure another self-tap right there, and on the other side it'll be a lot more stiff, which is quite nice. There's enough flow of air through here, through the bottom, and I won't accidentally, I mean, maybe I'll kick it, but there'd be no real reason to, because this is like the full range of the pedals right here. My shin wouldn't have to go all the way up here for any reason. So this should be good. Let's go ahead and work on cleaning up all this wiring. Alright, so now we just mounted the radio. Now we need to mount the antenna. The antenna is going to go on the driver's side right here on the A pillar using these existing bolts. So all I'm going to need to do is get my T40 driver, break these loops. So there are 6 screws you got to take off. There's 2 down here, 2 up here that I'm using for an auxiliary mirror mount for when I go doorless, and then there's 2 more right here on the front side that I'm using for my windshield mounted KC lights. I'm also going to take off the 2 screws up here on this cowl so I can route the antenna wiring from over here around in through the hood and then into the cabin where my radio is. So I'll go ahead and get right into it, and I'll check in with you guys when it's all routed up and it's time to deal with the power wires. So I'm going to feed this end through this side under here, and it's going to come out over here. Alright. So now that I have the wire through here, all the rest of this wire is going to be kind of cleaned up a little bit. Some zip ties. I'm going to add some bracket on the bottom. Straight to the top here. Add the actual face plate. The plate on it, I should say. I'm going to continue tightening these down, and I'll check in with you guys when the wiring with the antennas all the way routed to the cab and everything here is tightened up and finished. Alright guys, it is the next day, so it's Sunday, and I finished up the ham radio install. The only thing I needed was my drill. So as you can see, this is where my radio mounts. It's on my Pro Clip mounting system. So my radio is mounted under the kick panel right here. You guys may have seen these other mods here. If you guys are fans for the channel, if you guys have been around for a while, you guys have seen the electronic stability control kill switch, as well as the Hikit throttle controller under there. So I just mounted the bracket under the kick panel. There's just a nice bracket it comes with already on the radio, as you guys saw, and it just mounts right here. And as I'm driving, I won't kick it or anything, so there's enough clearance for that. My radio, as you guys just saw, is mounted right here. And then whenever I'm not using it, I take out the radio and I just go ahead and throw it in my underseat storage under there. Over here on the antenna, we have the rugged JK mount. Mounts it right here to the A pillar on the side. The antenna, not much to talk about there. The routing for the cable goes under this cowl right here, through to the engine bay, wraps around, and then goes straight into the cabin there's a hole in the firewall under here right next to the brake booster. As for the power cable, you guys can see it. It comes from the cabin, from the radio itself. Right here, this red and black wire goes all the way across the engine bay, all the way connected directly to the battery. Rugged says to connect it directly to the battery. I will have to clean this up a little bit later, but I'm gonna wait until I have a little bit more of a wiring mess before I start cleaning everything up. My two fuses are right here, easy to reach, right next to the transmission dipstick. And with that, we are done with the ham radio install. So let me know in the comment section below if you run the same radio or if you run a different type of ham setup. Of course, I got my ham license, so don't worry about that. I already took care of that, and maybe I'll make a video on how to get your ham license in more detail about that. But it's pretty simple, so anybody can figure it out. Stay tuned to the channel to see me mount up this 29LX for my CB radio. I'm waiting for a mount to come in from the mail, so stay tuned for that. So subscribe to the channel to be notified when that video comes out. See you guys later, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.